Sri Patanjali Yoga Sutra, Part 3, Shlok number 41. Saman Jaya Jwal Nam. By the conquest of the current, Samana, he is surrounded by a blaze of light. Commentary on Sri Patanjali Yoga Sutra by Swami Vivekananda. Whenever he likes, light flashes from his body. Part 3, Shlok number 42. Shrota Kashayo Sambandh Sanyam Divyam Shotram. By making Samyama on the relation between the air and the Akasha comes divine hearing. Commentary on Sri Patanjali Yoga Sutra by Swami Vivekananda. There is the Akasha, the ether, and the instrument, the ear. By making samyama on them, the yogi gets supernormal hearing. He hears everything. Anything spoken or sounded miles away, he can hear. Shlok number 43. Kaya kashayo sambandh sanyama l gutal samapatte akash gamanam. By making samyama on the relation between the akasha and the body and becoming light as cotton wool, etc. Through meditation on them, the yogi goes through the skies. Commentary on Sri Patanjali Yoga Sutra by Swami Vivekananda. This akasha is the material of this body. It is only akasha in a certain form that has become the body. If the yogi makes a samyama on this akasha material of his body, it acquires the lightness of akasha and he can go anywhere through the air. So in the other case also. Shlok number 44. Bahir kalpata vrittir mahavideha tataha prakasha varan shaya. By making samyama on the real modifications of the mind outside of the body called great disembodiedness comes disappearance of the covering to light. Commentary on Sri Patanjali Yoga Sutra by Swami Vivekananda. The mind in its foolishness thinks that it is working in this body. Why should I be bound by one system of nerves and put the ego only in one body? If the mind is omnipresent, there is no reason why I should. The yogi wants to feel the ego wherever he likes. The mental waves which arise in the absence of egoism in the body are called real modifications or great disembodiedness. When he has succeeded in making samyama on these modifications, all covering to light goes away and all darkness and ignorance vanish. Everything appears to him to be full of knowledge. Shlok number 45. Sthul Swarup Sukshaman Vyarth Tva Sanyamat Madbhuta Jaya. By making samyama on the gross and fine forms of the elements, their essential traits, the inherence of the gunas in them, and on their contributing to the experience of the soul, comes mastery of the elements. Commentary on Sri Patanjali Yoga Sutra by Swami Vivekananda. The yogi makes samyama on the elements, first on the gross and then on the finer states. The samyama is taken up more by a sect of the Buddhists. They make a lump of clay and make samyama on that, and gradually they begin to see the fine materials of which it is composed, and when they have known all the fine materials in it, they get power over that element. So, with all the elements, the yogi can conquer them all. Third, Shlok number 46. Tatoni Madir Pradurbhava Kaya Sampad Dharma Nabhighatascha. From that comes minuteness and the rest of powers, glorification of the body and indestructibleness of the bodily qualities. Commentary on Sri Patanjali Yoga Sutra by Swami Vivekananda. This means that the yogi has attained the 8 powers. He can make himself as minute as a particle or as a huge a mountain, as heavy as the earth or as light as the air. He can reach anything he likes. He can rule everything he wants. He can conquer everything he wants, and so on. A lion will sit at his feet like a lamb, and all his desires will be fulfilled at part third. Shlok number 47. Roop Lamanya Bal Vajra Sahan Natvani Kaya Sampat. The glorification of the body is beauty, complexion, strength, adamantine hardness. Commentary on Sri Patanjali Yoga Sutra by Swami Vivekananda. The body becomes indestructible. Nothing can injure it. Nothing can destroy it until the yogi wishes. Breaking the road of time, he lives in this universe with his body. In the Vedas, it is written that for that man there is no more disease, death, or pain. Third, Shlok number 48. Grahan Swarupa Smitan Vyarth Vatva Sanyam Indriya Jaya. By making samyama on the objectivity and power of illumination of the organs, on egoism, the inherence of the gunas in them, and on their contributing to the experience of the soul, comes the conquest of the organs. Commentary on Sri Patanjali Yoga Sutra by Swami Vivekananda. In the perception of external objects, that organs leave their place in the mind and go towards the object. This is followed by knowledge. Egoism also is present in the act. When the yogi makes samyama on these and the other two by gradation, he conquers the organs. Take up anything that you see or feel, a book for instance. First concentrate the mind on it, then on the knowledge that is in the form of a book, and then on the ego that sees the book, and so on. By that practice, all the organs will be conquered. Part third, Shlok number 49. Tato Manoj Vitpam Vikarn Bhava Pradhan Jayascha. From that comes to the body the power of rapid movement like the mind, power of the organs independently of the body, and conquest of nature. Commentary on Sri Patanjali Yoga Sutra by Swami Vivekananda. Just as by the conquests of the elements comes glorified body, so from the conquest of the organs will come the above mentioned powers. Part third, Shlok number 50. Sattva Purushan Anya Ta Khyati Matrasya Sarva Bhavadhishtha Tritvam Yagya Tritvam Cha. By making samyama on the discrimination between the sattva and the purusha comes omnipotence and omniscience. Commentary on Sri Patanjali Yoga Sutra by Swami Vivekananda. When the nature has been conquered and the difference between the Purusha and nature realized, that the Purusha is indestructible, pure, and perfect, then come omnipotence and omniscience. Part third, Shlok number 51. Tad Vairagya Api Dosh Bijakshye Kavalyam. By giving up even these powers comes the destruction of the very seed of evil, which leads to Kevalya. Commentary on Sri Patanjali Yoga Sutra by Swami Vivekananda. He attains aloneness, independence, and becomes free. When one gives up even the ideas of omnipotence and omniscience, there comes entire rejection of enjoyment, of the temptations from celestial beings, When the yogi has seen all these wonderful parts and rejected them, he reaches the goal. But are all these parts simply manifestations? They are no better than dreams. Even omnipotence is a dream, it depends on the mind. So long as there is a mind, it can be understood, but the goal is beyond even the mind. निमंत्रणे संगस्म या करणम पुनर्निष्ठ प्रसंगात. The yogi should not feel allured or flattered by the overtures of celestial beings for fear of evil again. Commentary on Sri Patanjali Yoga Sutra by Swami Vivekananda. There are other dangers too. Gods and other beings come to tempt the yogi. They do not want anyone to be perfectly free. They are jealous just as we are, and worse than us sometimes. They are very much afraid of losing their places. Those yogis who do not reach perfection die and becomes God, leaving the direct road. They go into one of the side streets and get these powers. Then again they have to be born, but he who is strong enough to withstand these temptations and go straight to the goal becomes free. Third, Shlok number 53. Shanat Karmayo Sanyam Dvi Vekajam Jnanam. By making samyama on the particle of time and its precession and succession comes discrimination. Commentary on Sri Patanjali Yoga Sutra by Swami Vivekananda. How are we to avoid all these things, these devas and heavens and parts? By discrimination, by knowing good from evil. Therefore, a samyama is given by which the power of discrimination can be strengthened. This is by making a samyama on a particle of time and the time preceding and following it. Shlok number 54. Jati Lakshan Deshair अन्य तानव वच्छेदात तुल्य यो ततः प्रतिपत्ति. Those things which cannot be differentiated by species, sign and place, even they will be discriminated by the above samyama. Commentary on Sri Patanjali Yoga Sutra by Swami Vivekananda. The misery that we suffer comes from ignorance, from non-discrimination between the real and the unreal. We all take the bad for the good, the dream for the reality. Soul is the only reality and we have forgotten it. Body is an unreal dream and we think we are all bodies. This non discrimination is the cause of misery. It is caused by ignorance. When discrimination comes, it brings strength, and then alone can we avoid all these various ideas of bodies, heavens, and gods. This ignorance arises through differentiating by species, sign, and place. For instance, take a cow. The cow is differentiated from the dog by species. Even with the cows alone, how to do we make the distinction between one cow and another by signs? If two objects are exactly similar, they can be distinguished if they are in different places. When objects are so mixed up that even these differentiati will not help us, the power of discrimination acquired by the above mentioned practice will give us the ability to distinguish them. The highest philosophy of the yogi is based upon this fact that the Purusha is pure and perfect and is the only simple that exists in this universe. The body and mind are compounds, and yet we are ever identifying ourselves with them. This is the great mistake that the distinction has been lost. When this power of discrimination has been attained, man sees that everything in this world, mental and physical, is a compound and as such cannot be the Purusha. Third, slok number 55. Tarakam sarva vishayam sarvatha vishayam akramam cheti vivekajam jnanam. The saving knowledge is that knowledge of discrimination which simultaneously covers all objects in all their variations. Commentary on Sri Patanjali Yoga Sutra by Swami Vivekananda. Saving because the knowledge takes the yogi across the ocean of birth and death, the whole of Prakriti in all its states, subtle and gross, is within the grasp of this knowledge. There is no succession in perception by this knowledge. It takes in all things simultaneously at a glance. Part 3rd, श्लोक नंबर 56. सत्व पुरुषयो शुद्धि साम्ये कैवल्यमिति इति पतंजलि विरचिते योग सूत्रे तृतीयो विभूति पादः. By the similarity of purity between the sattva and the purusha comes kaivalya. Commentary on Sri Patanjali Yoga Sutra by Swami Vivekananda. When the soul realizes that it depends on nothing in the universe, from gods to the lowest atom, that is called Kaivalya, isolation and perfection. It is attained when this mixture of purity and impurity called sattva intellect has been made as pure as the Purusha itself. Then the sattva reflects only the unqualified essence of purity, which is the Purusha.